Universal sovereign original indigenous ancient natural divine.
Quo warranto mandamus restitutio writ of execution.
Ancient, Tom Maury Land, Maryland Territory. Mac plus cause 000000120. All rise and stand and remain standing into perpetuity. This is a sovereign living ancient Article 3 Moroccan National Moroccan Universal Court action. I am the Sovereign Chief Justice having living born appellation Byron Calvin Rogers, in capitis diminutio nalo, in red ink, in propria persona sui juris, in proprio solo, ande in proprio heredes. My free chosen national appellation is Byron Zahar Bey, in capitis diminutio nalo, in red ink, in propria persona sui juris, in proprio solo, ande in proprio heredes. All Moors are the original indigenous sovereign ancient Moroccan nationals ascendants of the great pharaohs of Kemet and of the ancient Moabites, Canaanites, Shemites, Isrealites, Hammitites, Kushites, and Hittites. Our full faith and trust, our allegiance, our credit, and our energy are hereby vested in ourselves, for we are the people who are the original indigenous natural divine sovereign ancient empire state for Morocco Ande. The de jure Moroccan National Republic Federal Government, Washington District for Columbia, the Universal Moorish American Consulate, Ande the earthwide Article 3 Moorish American Consular Court. Today, we are executing and exercising the law by our sovereign capacity, which is the original indigenous natural divine sovereign ancient Article 3 living United States District for Columbia Court, and we are the sovereign fiduciaries, secured creditors, executors, trustee, ministers, possessors, and beneficiaries in this cause of action. We are peace. We are one nation, one state, one empire, and one God. We hereby accept our sovereign ascension, issue a universal creditor's bill for possession, 9/10 of the law, and custody, 1/10 of the law, against all judgment debtors, and exercise all sovereign rights at this time and at all points in time nunc pro tunc. North America. North America, United States for America, Baltimore, Maryland. Charter. Area 92.05 square miles, 238.41 square kilometers. Land 80.95 square miles, 209.65 square kilometers. Water 11.10 square miles, 28.76 square kilometers, 12.1%. Elevation 0 to 480 feet, 0 to 150 m. Preamble. We, the people of Baltimore, in Maryland, within North America, by our authority to self-govern and our home rule, do, in accordance with the Constitution for the United States for America and laws of the land in Maryland, ordaine and establish as our charter and for me of government in accordance with our laws and Constitution this. Charter 4. City for Baltimore, Maryland. Ande. County for Baltimore, Maryland. At land within Maryland Territory. Special purpose vehicles, names, power to hold property. 1. We the people are the original indigenous sovereign fiduciaries, secured creditors, executors, trustee, ministers, possessors, and beneficiaries in this cause of action for Baltimore and Maryland. No debts on our land shall ever exist. A special purpose live-in corporation and peace instrument, by the name of the City for Baltimore, and County for Baltimore, by these names shall have perpetual succession in their locations and territories, may sue and be sued, may purchase and hold real, personal and mixed property, and dispose of the same for the benefit and use of said sovereign peoples, as herein provided, and may have and use a common seal, which may be altered at pleasure. 2. All of the property and franchises of every kind belonging to and remainin in possession of the people for the use by City for Baltimore and or County for Baltimore, in its at land respective locations and territories within Maryland dominions. Article I, name and rights for the city and county. Sector 101. Body corporate and politic. Baltimore City Ande Baltimore County AZ. It now exists. Ande remains constitutes sovereign lands. By this charter this body corporate Ande politic shall have all rights Ande powers ov local self-government Ande our home rule AZ are now or may hereafter be provided or necessarily applied by this charter Ande by the Constitution for the United States for America Ande laws ov the Maryland Constitution by this government. Sector 102. Exercise of powers. The powers mentioned in the precedent section shall be exercised only by the original indigenous sovereign people in Maryland, Baltimore City Ande Baltimore County, the city and county executive and the other agents, officers and employees of the city and county acting by their respective authorities or by such other authority as may be provided under this charter and the laws of the land. This state remains subject to the people and this government at all times. Sector 103. Name Ande boundaries. The living corporate name shall be Baltimore City, Maryland Ande Baltimore County, Maryland, in their respective locations. At land Ande it shall thus be designated in all actions and proceedings touching its rights, powers, properties, liabilities and duties. Its boundaries and seat shall be and remain as they are at the time this charter takes effect unless otherwise changed in accordance with our government, with the people and the law of the land. For Ande all ancient sovereign original indigenous Moorish nationals justices viziers ministars en propria persona sui juris en proprio solo Ande en proprio heredes autographs for this Ande all sovereign United States for America government documentes are on the public record at the ancient Morocco Moorish Empire Americas. North Amexum Northwest Africa South Amexum Northgate adjoining Islams. Chronos time immemorial into perpetuity 22 Rabi al-Thani 1446. October 25 Tishrin al-Al 2024 date, 2024 Greco-Roman Friday October 25. Ego sum. I am. In capitis diminutio nullo, in red ink, in propria persona sui juris in proprio solo in proprio heredes. Notice to agent is notice to principal. Notice to principal is notice to agent. Empire State of Morocco. Moorish National Republic Federal Government. Moorish America Consulate. Universal Natural Code, 8 LGD 4T PJHCKB. Latitude Lon.
Amen dico vobis. Quecunque alliga veritis super terra merunt ligata et ego in caelo et quecunque solveritis super terra merunt, soluta et in caelo. Amen dico vobis. Quecunque alliga veritis super terra merunt ligata et ego in caelo et quecunque solveritis super terra merunt, soluta et in caelo. Amen dico vobis. Quecunque alliga veritis super terra merunt ligata et ego in caelo et quecunque solveritis super terra merunt, soluta et in caelo.
Caelo.